maybe to a certain level, those non-Muslims do not want. I mean, I have dealt with people who maybe to a certain level. I don't want this video to be deleted. They don't want to listen about Muhammad or Islam if a black person is preaching, or an Asian person is preaching, or an Arabic man preaching about Islam. They just don't want to listen about Islam because it is not part. Let's take for example now, على سبيل المثال ولا الحصر. Now let's talk about Europe. You can go to Iran. Imagine this. They don't want to listen about the companion Ahl Sunnati wal Jama'ah because it's something to do with the Arabs. So the Persians have their own way which they want to impose to people who are from their environment, like those Easterners, Shruqiyya, Sharraqawiyya, those who are originally not from Iraq. They want to impose this mentality and mix it with something to do with the satanic taghut imposement through their even ancestor. I understand that doesn't make sense for so many, and their spiritual DNA that they would accept it. Now let me continue. I don't want this video to be deleted, but I am saying the truth. They don't want to listen about Islam because an Arabic person is teaching them about it or preaching about it. Have this skin, for example. Do you see this skin? Or maybe the model skin. Huh? They look into. They don't want. Why? I don't want, because it's to a certain level. Not all. It's a racial thing for them. For example, a European person do not want to listen from Tariq about his faith. He call himself a Jew, or he call himself a Christian. The same with someone living in Tehran, or even in Qom, or in Najaf or Karbala in Iraq, but originally not from Iraq, or maybe relating himself and announcing by proclaiming that he descended from Imam Ali, though he is a liar. You can see that he's living a contradiction with what the environment, the atmosphere, or the identity, or what Imam Ali, peace be upon him, the companion of Muhammad, may Allah grant him the absolute satisfaction and peace and blessing to him and all the family of Muhammad, got absolutely contradicted. See, I can go to those who call themselves Hindus, I can go to those who call themselves Buddhists, I can talk about even Africa, and I can talk about other. But let's me focus in Europe. Let's forget about Iran and the so-called Shiite in Persia. No, for a reason. I mean, let's take Europe. Look what happened in Iraq. Look how they dealt with the Syrian regime. Look how they dealt with Muammar. Okay. What happened also in the Arabian Peninsula recently or before. What's even happening to me as an asylum claimer. Hey, regardless, now forget about this. Forget about me. He is saying about himself, or she. We're European. We don't want anyone from there to explain about our faith as Jewish people. Jewish people. Their ancestor learned Hebrew. Or we don't want anyone to come from there, from Middle East, without this skin and face or this DNA, and teach us or tell us about our cross and our Jesus Christ, Yahshua, Jesus, Yahshua. The dogs are much far worse, they are far worse than dog, if dogs are bad, and dogs are far respectable comparing to them. But is it? Yes. Not all. Some of them, yes. Some are even atheists, who just, this is a historical thing happened before, when the Jewish people used to be insane, and then they go to the Holy Land, then the Constantine established the Christian church. ايش في طيزك ممحون يعني؟ تبغى احد يخربها على نفسه في طيزك؟ مرضى قاعد مع المتشردين بالشوارع. صدقوني كنت جدا جدا صبور انا والله، وحليم، الا اذا لزم الامر، ان شاء الله ما يلزم. المهم الله لا يحيجني وانا تعبان اصلا. So the case is to a certain level there is to a certain level people, because you are not from Europe, don't come and tell us about our faith, Christianity, Judea, okay? And others, not because of my race, it's just because Muhammad belonged to that area, remained to that area. Why then we're here Jew and Christian? Why then they are imposing a lot of darkness in Middle East? Look what happened through the last 20 years only. We don't need to study more. Is it Muhammad is from Arabia, this skin. Okay, what about the Messiah? What about Moses? Are we gonna reach the level where some African in America, after they dealt with a lot of racial discrimination, even in other parts, even in Africa and some parts of Europe, but mainly in America, there is a focus there, especially with this person who died and the whole world cried for him. What's his name? Icon of the victims of police brutality. The bouncer. George Floyd. I'm sorry to him and to his family for what he dealt with. And all those victims all over the world, either children, I'm sorry, he do not deserve to die this way. He deserves to die with his family or something with this. He have a good family, I think, good relation with family, regardless. So his sister almost lost her mind. Anyway, what I'm trying to say, in Africa, they reach a level where they say the Israelites were black. No, they weren't black. This doesn't mean disrespect to the black people. No. Some Israelis said that Jesus were black. He was not black. I understand from where this comes. Angels are black. Angels not white, not black, not even a human thing. So I'm trying to say here. So what I'm trying to say here is, it is different from person to person. And they might say, this rubbish which you call, if I come to them and tell them facts about the real name of the Messiah, it's Isa. It's not Yahshua, it's not Jesus. It's Isa. He was called before 2,000 years, Isa. Ya Isa. Isa. This is how he was announced. How those people received the name and start Osha. If I come to an English person and I say, could you please pronounce my name? My name is Tariq ibn Sultan ibn Saud Adil الفقير المباركي العنزي الوائلي الإسرائيلي بختم يعني من اللي عنزوا على فارس عنزت من هذا الاسم بغض النظر. إذا أنا بغض النظر عن خوال عادل اللي هو جدي، هذا موضوع آخر. لكن إن قلت how could they announce my name Tariq, can you know? Exactly. So his real name is Isa. Say Isa for me. Some surrounding this area at the time of Constantine, before and after, Asha. With time they can change it to the peg of earth, Jesus. This is fact. I'm laughing at them, how Satan manipulated them. And they knew it, or many are. But this is how it is. نتبع أهوانا ما ألفينا عليه آباءنا. It mentions the Quran. That's why they hate the Quran. So he say, this rubbish is what Islam is teaching you. Fuck you. I'm sorry. I shouldn't use this. You go away. You go and find a life first of all, what are you? So do you understand my point? I'm here taking على سبيل المثال إلى الحصر. I'm talking about Europe. I can talk about those skeptics in Egypt. They have their own similarity in different aspects, even in other parts of the world. I can give example. I'm good in giving example for you. I'm good at this. That's why they didn't like me there before I come here to England. Because of the dark imposement. I mean, look at those who call themselves Shiite, who are not from the Ismailian territory, not from the Arabian Peninsula. I'm not talking about Al-Houthi or those South Yemenis like him in Najran. I'm talking about those in Gulf states. They are not originally from there. Look at the amount of lies against us. And who's helping them? Mainly West Europe. Okay, please don't delete this video, please. I'm doing my best. Today I have this discussion with this ignorant, arrogant person. He's atheist. He's atheist, definitely. He does not believe in God. He's showing big disrespect to the church. I don't blame him. To the respect and the history of the church. But at the same time, we have a problem. And I said it to him. And he didn't like it. He left me. I said, do you see that your background is a racist background? Yeah, he didn't like it. 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 He said, see, you don't want me to enlighten you. Enlighten what? I'm saying I am the one who's trying to enlighten you, but you are rejecting these facts because you are a worshipper of the devil, even if you don't believe in God. He didn't like it. He's the one who started. He's the one. Why you're putting beer? Oh, it's just God. This is not your business. But I didn't say this. And then with time, he ran away. Wallahi, the problem is that he's almost 20 years older than me. So I showed respect to this point. He didn't like it. He said, I'm not going to talk to you then. I said, fine. You be my guest. Leave. I'm here waiting for my food. In this place where I do some helping. I'm not saying all, but definitely there is a portion in him, this gentleman. Either they are from Eastern Europe or West. Someone from Poland or Holland or calling himself... or the Mercedes or Ashkenazis or Russia. What do you think? Why you want to listen? At the same time, why you relate yourself to the Israelis? Wake up. This is the skin of the Israelite. You have nothing to do with it. Unless if the Mercedians, their ancestors are slaves. And some of them, gypsies are wonderful. There is a nice gypsies I met here, but there is part of gypsies who are a little bit, who consume their environment, consumed to be part of a cult. But still they don't want anyone Arabs. Egypt as Arabic nation. No, it's skeptics. Syria, no, most of those who in Syria are originally not native Arab. They choose to speak Arabic. First of all, they loved Muhammad as final messenger. And they accepted to speak Arabic before 13th century to send a message to those who used to occupy them. Do I need to repeat this point? I think so. Don't lie. You have nothing to do with the Son of Virgin Mary. The Son of Virgin Mary, who was not crucified, this rubbish and the lies that came from Europe, he was not crucified, and there was a reason. He is a messenger. He's not God. Okay? That's why you support the so-called Hindus against Islam. Because it's the same taghut of Satan. See, you're an atheist, fine. That's why here in England, for example, I found myself more happy to communicate with so many atheists, honestly, than others who say that they are believers of God. Because the atheist can give you some not this type of atheist. There is other type of atheists, like those who think, who use, but who are free from any type of racial discrimination attitude. You can't. Humans are not perfect, not complete. There is some atheists, few, I don't care, but I met some who are honestly atheists. They reject Islam. Oh, don't take me wrong. They don't want to believe that there is a high, intelligent, owning, controlling, hidden power for them, for their vision here in dunya. They don't want to believe in this. They say it is the rules, but I understand that with time, it will be worse than the time of Nazis. Humans will eat each other because you need this faith. You need something, but still, they are better from those the so-called Christian, the Crusaders. Far better. Not all. There is a lot of those who call themselves Christian are nice, are humble, I'll be with Brother. I understand. I'm just saying you in general. And there is some bad atheists. Look at China. Look at Eastern Turkmenistan. But in certain dialogue, they are more capable to listen and say, okay, I understand. So the Messiah, okay, the real Israelis, not this guy, because his background is absolutely, I'm not gonna say what. So he is from a family that is, their background. I asked them, the father, the mother, they are Christian, calling themselves Christian. Church, go every Sunday, but he rejected. I'm 40, 50. He's at maybe his 60s. He rejected, and he wanna live like. Our history is the real history of Christian and the real history of Jews. And the Muslims, Muhammad and Arabs, those who look like they shouldn't come to the Holy Land. They took the Holy Land from Constantine and the Romans. No, it's wrong. It's the other way around. It's the other way. It is the same with those Khazar, the Asfahani in Iran. You're stealing something not yours. Muhammad came there to liberate it and to fix things based on what it should be. And the people of that Holy Land settled there and choose to be there and accepted the change. And they said, oh God, yes, he was the Messiah before 6 centuries. And that's you, the end time messenger Muhammad, the believers. The Quran is the word of God. God have blessed you. Muhammad, do not read and write. His environment, do not read and write. As a matter of fact, those, for example, the masters of the language of Arabic, study history. Who are the masters of Arabic language? Grammar, the poetry, who? Not native Arabs, except by talk. The poets, yes, but grammar, the grammatic, Ahl al-Qaeda. Those who teach, who made a grammar rule and system for Arabic, not native Arabs. Because Arabs do not have it. So people come from Rome or the Pharisees or maybe some of African who did mix with, did this in Egypt, did put rule for Arabic. A man who cannot read and write have influenced all of this world. No, don't say, don't be careful. Be careful, you study history. And look at this reaction right now. We're dealing with people who are, Satan is bad. But where is your position in comparison to Satan? Satan is bad in some aspects. There is an enemy to you. Why are you allowing him to yourself? Jesus, oh God, Muhammad is a liar. Satan is God. Jesus. Yahshua. It is the same with other group. No, I'm not aggressive. I want my land back. And I want my right. I want to live with right there. You are behind it. Go to the fucking filthy agent starting from Saudi House. Please don't delete my video. Starting from, and the intruders. Starting from those who call themselves Shiite. They go and complain in Egypt about this Wahhabi, Badawi, Najdi. Get back. Fuck off. We give the oil. It's our duty to support Mecca and Medina. Our Holy Land is taken. Why are you helping the enemies? Please don't delete the video. Please. And those who call themselves Jews. What is this? We came back. Your ancestor never been there in the Holy. Why are you killing the children? Why are you causing bad things in Iraq? Males and females. You're crying for Sarah here in England. How many Sarah in the jails of the Syrian regime or Iraq after Saddam? Why you invaded Saddam? Why did you kill them? You're the dictator. You're the bad. The man is the environment is a result to what your nation did before. He did a great job. Why you killed him? For those who are not originally from Iraq to fuck us more and to threat us from in Iraq. Why are you doing this? Why are you lying about the Muslim in India? Why are you allowing this to happen to the East? It's all Europe, West. The first Gohims you are. You are Gohim Jews. You got nothing to do with Moses. You are bringing darkness and sickness and poison to humanity. You shouldn't establish the so-called Israeli state. It have nothing to do even with the Jews. You're a Gohimic satanic state. It's Europe. Look what they are doing to the Palestinians. Because this, do you see? It's racial discrimination. I'm not a fascist. I'm not a racist. That's why the so-called Zionist movement, Nazism, all together, you work for the devil. And I curse you, and I have the right to curse you. Please don't delete my video. I curse you, starting from specific part of their, not all of them, but many, obviously.